있는 당신 두려움은 위로하고 당당하게 걸어요. 넘어져도 괜찮아 다시 일어서면 돼. 우리가 함께 하니까요. 사랑을 담아 전하는 아침의 인사 칼리보와 보라카이에서 온 편지 이상원 선교사의 희망 노트.
Welcome to The Explainer. As we stand right here at the start of a brand new year, 2026, we're going to dive into a really powerful message of hope from the book of Isaiah, chapter 43. It's all about how God promises to do something completely new, especially when our lives feel like a barren, empty wilderness.
So let's start right here with just a moment of reflection. How was your 2025? Seriously, just take a second and think about it. The highlights, the low points, the moments that brought you joy, and the ones that really challenged you. What does the story of your 2025 look like?
I love this analogy for life. Think about it. When you're driving a car, the windshield is massive, right? Because that's where, 90% of your focus needs to be, on the road ahead. But the rearview mirror, it's tiny. It's just there for a quick glance back. It's a tool. It's not meant to be the main focus. And that's exactly how we should think about our past versus our future.
So let's dig into that idea first. The danger of getting stuck staring into that small rearview mirror, whether it's full of regrets, past hurts, or maybe even past accomplishments that we can't move on from.
It's really just common sense, isn't it? If you try to drive forward while only staring at what's behind you, you are going to crash. It's inevitable. Well, life is exactly the same way. If we spend all of 2026 fixated on the what-ifs and the mistakes of 2025, we are going to crash. We can't move safely into the future that's being prepared for us. The past is like a rope tying you to the dock, and you have to untie it to sail into the new year.
And this is where our text for today kicks off, with this really clear instruction from God. Now, this isn't about getting amnesia or pretending the past didn't happen. It's more of a spiritual command to release your grip. It's choosing not to be defined or held captive by your history so that you actually have your hands free to grab hold of something new. Okay, so if the first part is a command to let go, what's next? Well, it builds from that into this absolutely incredible, mind-blowing promise for our future.
This verse just says it all. God isn't promising a small adjustment or a minor improvement. He's talking about a radical, life-altering transformation. I mean, think about it. He doesn't say he'll plant a cactus in the desert. He says he'll create a river, a source of life, where there was absolutely nothing before.
So what if your life right now feels like that wilderness? Empty, maybe even abandoned. Well, this perspective changes everything. To us, a wilderness, or guangya, is a void. But to God, it's a blank canvas. It's the perfect, uncluttered space for him to paint something completely new, a path you never could have imagined.
Okay, this all sounds amazing, right? But how do we actually see this new thing when our circumstances feel exactly the same, when the desert still looks and feels like a desert? Well, it all comes down to perspective. It's about what we choose to look for. This is such a simple but powerful comparison. Two people can look at the very same rose. One person sees the problem. Why does this beautiful thing have these ugly thorns? The other person sees the miracle. Wow, look how a beautiful flower can grow in spite of the thorns. It's the same situation, but two completely different viewpoints. Which one are you choosing? So the practical step here is to intentionally shift your focus. It means you have to consciously decide to take off the sunglasses of doubt and disbelief. It means you have to stop staring at the ground at your immediate circumstances and instead lift your head and fix your eyes on God, the one who promises to do a new thing.
Okay, let's bring this all together. How do we take this powerful, amazing promise and turn it into the first steps we take into this new year?
It really comes down to a simple three-part process. Number 1, let go. Release your grip on 2025, the good and the bad. Number 2, look forward. Go into this year with real expectation, truly believing that a new thing is being prepared for you. And number 3, and this is so important, walk with Him. Take the first step. The promise isn't for someday. The scripture says it will spring forth now.
And remember, this new journey isn't about having everything figured out. Think about the Israelites in the wilderness. They didn't have a map. They had a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire. Their secret wasn't knowing the entire route. It was just following the guide, one day at a time. And why? Why does God do all of this? The passage gives us the answer right here. He does it because He formed us for Himself. He created us, He loves us, and He feels responsible for us. The whole point is that when we experience His goodness, especially in the desert, our lives can't help but become a declaration of His praise.
So as we finish up, I want you to let this question really sink in. Look at the seemingly impossible, barren places in your own life. What new road, what life-giving river are you going to be watching for God to create in your personal wilderness this year?